I'm out here on the street again with Great Life Entertainment, and today we're talking about the famous quote from Martin Luther King. And the quote is that I have a dream that one day my 4 little children will be judged not by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. It's a pretty powerful quote. We're going to go out here and see what people think about it, and your voice will be heard.
I think it's better, obviously, than it was before. But I think also we're definitely seeing it more with like people who are trans or people who are like gay and like, so it's very much,
Do you think it's kind of shifted into that now? It's less
that's more what I see.
I think we're moving forward in certain areas and worse in certain areas. It's kind of the same for everything, not just race, but also it's like sex. Like it's almost getting worse for women, and at the same time,
Other well.
So, do you think that this is happening?
no.
Not at all.
On some grounds, yeah, there's going to be a lot of racism. Why? Because, well, we're a melting pot of a lot of different races trying to get together and do one thing: survive.
I mean, how does that strike you? Is it, you feel like it's truthful?
I think it was very profound.
Very profound. But do you think it's actually being carried out?
No, not at all.
I think so. Even though America goes through, our dark phases, we will come together someday.
My mom cleans houses. You go into someone's house and, obviously it's like you do feel that a little bit. Not as much as, as it back in the day, but it's still happening.
Racism is learned. So they come to me and they're 4, and we teach tolerance and respect. And it's really about what's inside.
I work in Hillcrest, which is the gay area of San Diego, and so I see these people are amazing. And the fact that they're being treated like less of a person because they're gay or they're like transgender is sickening.
I mean, I don't know. It's still wild that it's not legal to marry someone who you love. So it's so crazy that, at that when you think of it like that, it's horrible.
I think everybody should just do their best to find common ground.
I will raise my kid, and tell them, you want something, you work hard for it.
Now there's just more stuff to worry about because now more stuff's out in the open, like being gay.
I think we're getting there, but I think that it's always that little factor is always gonna be there of this person's this color, we're this color.
We've come a long way, but we've taken a few steps back as well. So
My colleague is African American. We stand up at the front and we say that we couldn't teach together if Martin Luther King hadn't lived. And the
How
boys,
do they react?
They're just in disbelief. They're like, well, what do you mean? They just can't understand it. And to me, that's a positive note because that means that we're teaching tolerance.
Today, amazing interviews, you guys. Sharing your voice and your opinions is really what we're out here trying to do. I thought with today's quote we were going to stick with mostly culture and race, but it turns out people are very, very passionate about lesbian, gay, and trans issues, which I do think is our next mountain to climb as a country, as a nation, as a world, one humanity. I'm Juliette Lamar with Great Life Entertainment.